Hello everyone and welcome back to Mind Your Money. My name is Tasha, and on this channel we have been documenting our journey to financial freedom while we build generational wealth. We talk about all things budgeting, managing money, saving money, and getting out of debt. This is going to be our October 2021 budget setup. So we're going to plan together, we're going to budget together, and I will have timestamps below because it's going to be a long video, so you can skip or choose which part you'd like to see the most. And I want to say thank you to every legacy builder, every friend, every internet cousin who is here today. I'm so excited that we're starting the fourth quarter of 2021. So in our budget setup for this month, I'm going to do an actual plan. I'm going to lay down my stickers. I'm going to decorate the Budget by Paycheck workbook monthly calendar. We're also going to walk through my spreadsheet on the annual budget to see exactly what our numbers are. I'm going to budget out the monthly budget here, and this is the Uncover Your Financial Vision Planner from Latasha Brown. So this is what the cover looks like. And I actually purchased this. This is not March. I purchased this last year, and we're going to use this to set up. I'm not using the monthly calendar here, but I am going to use the budget so I can write out our monthly budget here instead of on this sidebar in the Budget by Paycheck workbook. So it's going to be a very detailed video, and I am going to get started right now. So again, if you want to move forward into the actual budgeting part, then you can go ahead and check the timestamps. And if you're here for the planning, then let's get started. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is lay down my date dots. So I have my calendar open, and let's get started. Seven minutes it took me. Boom, and we're done with the date dots. So now I'm going to add some decor. Now I'm going to show you what I'm using. I have these mid-month review stickers I purchased from Her Courage to Plan. I have some decor stickers. These are affirmations from Her Courage to Plan, so I'm going to use some of these. I think I can get away with the color scheme, which is mostly like browns and greens. I have these payday stickers, which are upside down. From Her Courage to Plan. I think I'm going to use like the dark brown and then the green. I'm going to stick away from the yellow because I kind of want to get that fall vibe going. And then I have these expense trackers. These are in the neutral from Her Courage to Plan. So I'm going to use the brown here and also the green to write out what bills we have. And we have 8, so that should be really easy. And then I have these tithe stickers from Her Courage to Plan that I'm going to put down. So first things first, let me show you the extra decor. Now, I got these as a gift from an internet cousin. She sent me these, so I'm going to use some decor from here also. And then I have these, so I'm just looking through to see what, special dates there are in the month of October. There's Internet Day. There's October 5th, Do Something Nice Day. I think I'm going to use that. So I'm going to use a couple of those. And then I have some minimalist stickers from the Happy Planner Girl. And then I have the Modern Farmhouse from the Happy Planner. So we're going to use some of those, and let's decorate. All right, I created a bill tracker inside of my Notique. It's an A5, and this is just what I'm going to use to guide me so I can fill out our expense tracker. Okay, 32 minutes, and here we are. We are finally done with the spread. I hope you guys can see that clearly. The way it looks in my camera, it's a little bit blurry. I hope that's just me being particular. We are finally done. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch you over into our annual budget so we can check on all of our numbers, and then we'll get into writing out the numbers in our budget by Paycheck workbook, and also the Uncover Your Financial Vision budget planner by Latasha Brown. Okay, October, the expected income $4,885 on the lowest we can expect to receive, so that's what we're budgeting with. And then, of course, we pre-planned it. So here are our expenses. Let me just quickly hide August and September. Okay, October is highlighted. So for our giving is $600, rent $1,200, food $400. Now, I did sort of a poll on Instagram, and I know most people say they increase their budget going forward. I think for the most part in November, going into December, because in November there's Thanksgiving in the US. I know we celebrate here, and then Christmas in December. So food costs go up. So I'm going to leave it at 400. Might be a little bit not such a good idea, but I'm going to try my best. We plan on shopping every Sunday. Hopefully we won't go over, but you know how it is. But we do have a cushion in our account so that if we do go over, it's going to be fine. All right, electricity, we budgeted $50. I already know the bill is a little bit over that, so we're going to use the cushion in our next month bills account. Then we have our heat/gas. That's basically gas heat that is provided. We pay for that. It's $50. We're going to be way under budget here, so that extra money can roll over to take care of any food overages or the overage that we're going to be on the electricity for the month of October. Car insurance is $65, life insurances are $69, mobile phone $94, renters insurance $30. The internet $55, and that's actually going to be less expensive this month because Spectrum is basically lower. They've lowered our bill because they overcharged us for a service I didn't pay for. So that's going to be another underage. That's going to be another place where we actually save money. We don't have the car yet, so there's no gas fuel at this time, no Easy Pass. Student loans are finished. Our 3 boys are going to get $150 this month. That's great because we haven't given them any money for such a very long time. And then I have to scroll down. The emergency fund is expected to get 700. Our savings challenges will get 100. The 52-week challenge will get $105 this month. Our sinking funds will get 500. We'll put $81 towards the IRA, $106 towards investments, $480 towards spending, $50 towards household, which totals $4,885. So what I'm going to do now is basically divide our total income into 5, and that way we know exactly what the minimum amount is we're going to budget for each paycheck. Because October is a golden month for us, meaning we have 5 Fridays, we hopefully can put this budget to good work. All right, so let's go back into the budget by paycheck workbook now. Okay, so based on our projections, we are going to be able to put $700 in total to the emergency fund. That's going to be $140 every single week. So if we do that, we should be able to accomplish all of the other goals that we have, which is Robinhood. Robinhood is expected to get $106 from our budget. That doesn't account for anything extra side hustle, gifts, or just random money that comes in through the month. We don't budget for that. That's why we do the least amount, to see what is the minimum amount of money we could put towards our goals. So for Robinhood, it's going to be about $21 per week. So let's see what we can do, and we're going to move into the Uncover Your Financial Vision. All right, our income, $4,885 at the least, and this is for October. Okay, the first paycheck date is October 1st, 2021, and $977, and this is from the 9 to 5 and hustles, and that's just for both myself and my husband. And then on 10/8, that's our next paycheck, we're going to just do the same thing each and every week. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the numbers. Okay, so that total, if we just take 977, multiply that by 5, you get 4,885. So off the top items would be our tithe. So on the 1st, on the 8th, and we normally pay our tithe once per month, but because it's written out here, I'll just follow the format. 10/22 and 10/29. $600 is what we budgeted for the month. So 600 divided into 5 is 120 per week. So $120 every single week is what we'll put aside, not accounting for if we get any increase. This is just, again, the plan for the minimum. Our savings amount. So we are planning to save in our savings challenges $100. So we'll add that. And then we're also planning $500 for sinking funds. They are savings. So, and then there's the 52-week challenge. What did I do? Plus 500 plus the 52-week challenge, which is $105. That brings us to $705, right, for our savings. If we divide that by 5, it's basically $141 each and every week. So $141 every week. And our financial goal amount. This would be the emergency fund. Emergency fund is $700. So $700 divided into 5 is $140, like I mentioned earlier, $140 per week. And this is the E fund. Okay, and that's what we plan on doing. Okay, month at a glance. So the bills, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the bills that we have due for the month of October. All right, so all of our bills are down. The paycheck dates are basically going to be the same because this money is actually coming from our 1 month ahead account. So all of the actual budgeted amounts of what we normally plan for, the actual amounts will be different. Like I already know that Spectrum is expected to be $40, but if there's any hiccup, we do have the money to pay for it. That's why I still use this as a budgeted amount. And we'll pivot when the bill actually hits the credit card. Same thing for National Grid. I know that National Grid is actually going to be a lot less than this 50, but in case something happens, anything comes up, because they did change our due date on us, then I can pivot and just reallocate that money wherever it needs to go. Like for our electricity bill, which is more than $50, and then we can just move that money as needed. I like to look at what is the least amount, the highest amount for our bills, we always round up. The lowest amount for our income, we always round down. So I can still say, can we manage this if anything changes throughout the month? And the answer is yes. And that is my number one tip for anybody doing their budget. Always round down on your income and round up on your expenses. That way, if there is any gap, you can fill it and you can change it. You can pivot if you need to. I hope that makes sense. Let's see what else is in here. We don't have any more bills to put down, so we don't need this extra page. And I am going to just, let me see. Our total expenses would equal, let's see. I want to write it here, but let's see what we have. So for our total expenses, $1,200 plus 65 plus 50 plus 50 plus 33 plus 36 plus 94 plus 55, $1,583. So I am going to just go ahead and write it on this page because we don't have any more. So 1,583. Our total income, 4,885. My 4-year-old is up, you guys. Joseph, turn it down. Very good. Total expenses, 1,583. Off the top items, let's go back. So our off the top items, I didn't total it. So let's do that. We know that 600 is for our giving. We know that 141 plus 141 plus 141 plus 141 plus 141, 1,305 plus 700 for the emergency fund. That's $2,005 is our off the top items. 2,005. And let's hope and pray I did it right. Y'all praying with me? Make sure I did it right. Okay, off the top items will be 2,005. Joseph, can you turn it down, please, baby? Turn it down some. Okay, I'm going to check to see if that's right. So, our total income minus our total expenses minus off the top items, I'm still left with $1,297. Why do I have $1,297? What did I do wrong? Oops. Look what I did. Oh, shucks. I know what I did wrong. I missed some items. So I'm looking at the annual budget off to the side, and I did not include the IRA or the investments yet, did I? No, I didn't. So we do have to add some more things. We have to add our 3 boys, because our 3 boys are going to get $150 between the 3 of them. And then also we have our IRA. The IRA is expected to get $81 for the month. We've already included, we didn't include our investments, so I am going to need the next page. So investments, which this month is going to be Robinhood for now, and that is $106. And household, I didn't include household or our spending. So spending and that is for $480. I actually think that's not accurate, but we'll see what happens. Then also household. Household is going to get $50 for the month. We are rolling over some money in household envelope into October. And I'm going to be using Fetch. I'm going to be using Receipt Hog and anything I get from Surveys on the Go to contribute to our household expenses. So those gift cards will be put to good use. All right. So that means our expenses are different. Let's see if I actually did this right now. I did not. Okay, let's see. What did I do wrong? Let's see. Okay, we got it together now. So we're cooking with gas. So our total income that we're budgeting is $4,885. Our off the top items are giving, our savings, which includes the savings challenges, the 52-week challenge, and the sinking funds are totaling $705. Then our emergency fund, which is our financial goal amount for the month, is $700. So with all of that, we have $2,005 for our off the top items. Then our bills and expenses, and that includes the savings for our 3 boys, our retirement account with Vanguard, food, which I can't believe I forgot and I had to put it at the end, household, our renter's insurance, our spending for the month, and our investments. So altogether, our bills and expenses equal $2,880, and that brings our final total when we subtract our income from the our expenses and off the top items from our income. We get a zero-based budget. That's exactly what we want. We want to make sure every single dollar has an assignment. So this is what our plan is for the month. And my thoughts for this month are really simple, because I realize it's good to be true to yourself, and I want to be true to me. So just be yourself is what I'm telling myself. I am allowed to I'm allowed to be a little quirky. I'm allowed to do things the way it fits best for my family. And I had to remind myself, as well as anybody else who might be feeling like the way they do their budget or the goals that they have don't match up with many other people that they might see sharing their story and sharing what their goals are. It doesn't matter. Do what is best for you. And we are committing our goals and everything that we want to do to God, and let Him filter it out. And whatever we need to throw to the side, we will. And whatever we need to focus on more, we need to. Because I feel like I've been slacking in certain areas and I want to do better. So just being myself. And of course, the number one thing that we need to do this month is to put $700 additional into the emergency fund. And I know that we could do more if we actually focus on increasing our income. So that's any side hustles, and that's every single thing from all of the savings apps. We have about 6 or 7 of those. And of course, my website. I feel like I've been slacking because I haven't been marketing myself the way I was initially, like in the beginning of the year. So our sales have gone down a bit, which is why we haven't been drawing more money than the $17 each week. So I definitely want to increase that. So I want to increase my sales on my website, or from my website. All right. And I think I've been nervous about it because, you have to put a lot of work in, but you also need to be vulnerable, because you have to show that you actually have some gifts that you want to share. I don't know. It's a little bit weird because sometimes inferiority steps in, and don't want that spirit to hinder us. So we're going to move forward and just be ourselves. Like, I'm going to move forward and just be myself. So be immovable. I think that's a good word. Be immovable. Like, do not let anything stop you from pushing ahead and doing the great things that God says you should do. So that is what I'm thinking about. And I think we are done. We have this monthly planner here. I'm going to fill this out off camera and make sure I write in all of our events. There are no birthdays or anniversaries this month. Only being physically back in the office. I think that's it. But that's nothing like big because I don't have any large meetings or important meetings to think of. So I'll fill this out off camera. And now I'm going to set up our paycheck budgets and talk to you about what we're going to be doing as far as Transfer Tuesdays in the month of October. Transfer Tuesday, there are 4 Tuesdays in the month. So what I'm expecting that we'll be able to do is whenever we get, let's say like the child tax credit, if it comes this month because it didn't come in September, we'll definitely try to put extra towards our goals on those days. So you guys will see something every single Transfer Tuesday by the grace of God. Only because I really enjoy putting out something that other people can feel encouraged by as well. Because again, we want to be the example of someone who can build wealth, who can reach financial goals and not have a lot of money. Just be consistent and make things happen. Of course, our income is increasing because we're declaring that. We're affirming ourselves and we're doing the work. But we also know that you have to be realistic. If you're not in a position right now where you are making $20,000 every month, it doesn't mean that you can't reach your financial goals. I've shared it several times here on YouTube. I've shared it on Facebook. I've shared it on Instagram. I've shared it on TikTok. $5 automatic payments towards our emergency fund is what helped us build to where we are right now. Of course, whenever we get large refunds like state or federal tax refunds, if we get surprise gifts, and of course, we all know what's happened since March of 2020. The government sent out stimulus packages. When you get those large sums of money, because something does happen for everybody. You know you're going to get a federal tax refund. You might get some bonus at work, or somebody blesses you with a large sum of money. Make sure you take advantage of those times and seasons and put a large portion of that money away so you can build up your emergency fund. You can build up your savings accounts or your sinking funds. You can build up to your portfolios. Take advantage of those times too, because that's what we've done. And consistently saving money, creating that habit is what builds wealth. It's not already automatically just because you have $100,000, you'll build $1 million portfolio. What you need to do is be consistent. That is how it works. So that's what I'm going to do. Be consistent. Every single Tuesday, we're going to share something, okay? If for whatever reason life becomes life and I can't actually come on YouTube, I'm still going to share the information on Instagram. I'll give like screenshots or something like that, and continue to be kind, because amazing things happen when you're kind. I'm sorry that my kids are loud. All right, let's get into our paycheck budgets. So the very first thing that we need to do is plan out for October 1st. So October 1, okay? And as we mentioned, our budget is going to be for $977. I'm actually going to make that $960 for the income for the 9 to 5 and $17 for our hustles, okay? So the 9 to 5 and the hustles, because we do multiple things. And let's just see if we can increase that. So our minimum income, $977. And this is how we're going to break down the paychecks. Okay, y'all, I struggled for a minute there, but I finally got it. All right, so we're going to add up everything and make sure it makes sense. So $120 for giving, $404 towards next month's bills. $20 for laundry, $20 for spending money for each of the adults and the teenager, $10 for the little ones each, $5 to the Zero Out Challenge, $140 to the emergency fund, $10 into household, $30 into the 3 boys savings accounts, $100 for our funds, $21 to the 52-week challenge, $10 in the cushion, $16 to the IRA, and $21 into investing. That brings us to $977. That is how we broke it down. Okay, it is hours later. It's now 6:58 p.m. I'm going to light this candle again and try what I was trying so hard to do in the early morning hours of the day. All right, I'm trying to get through this as quickly as I can. I set up the paycheck budgets. I was struggling with the numbers. I don't know. It was a really hard, difficult time, but I cut most of that out. So I don't know if y'all picked up on any of that. But if you're still here, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to put like some kind of fall emoji inside the comments. All right. So our minimum budgeted income is going to be the $977. I'm going to bring this a little bit closer to you. We're planning for $120 for our giving. $404 will go into the next month's bills savings account. That's technically a sinking fund, but this is what it takes care of. These are all the fixed expenses that cares for. Then our variable and envelopes are going to get $285. This actually includes the emergency fund, and that's going to get $140. Sinking funds will get $100 with the emphasis on Christmas. We're going to put $60 into Christmas every single week for the month of October, unless any extra income comes in, and we do expect it because that is a part of our affirmation. We are going to put $21 into the 52-week challenge as usual. Our cushion will still get $10. The IRA will get $16 per week. Again, these are our minimums, and investments will get $21. Right now, we're going to just invest into Robinhood so we can, 1, reach that $1,000 in that portfolio, and 2, have at least 2 shares of each individual stock and ETF. I've said that over and over again, but I just want to make that clear for people who may not have known. One thing that I'm really excited about is that we will be able to put more money into our 3 boys savings account. So each one of them will get $10 per week. And I'm so glad about that because we haven't been able to put anything in their savings accounts from our paycheck budgets in almost a year. So this is really helpful. And once we get to a certain amount there, we'll share that at another time. We'll begin investing. Now, my oldest is going to start investing very soon, so look out for those videos. And this is our October 1st budget. And this will actually be the exact numbers that we budgeted for the entire month of October. All right. Now, looking at our cash envelope breakdown, this is pretty much easy because most people that I know watch this channel are already familiar with the cash envelope system and the budget by paycheck workbook that the Budget Mom created. So 3 of these envelopes are digital, so they're going to be transferred into the savings accounts. The rest, we're going to try to get the denominations that we want. Again, it's really challenging because this is an online bank. There aren't too many branches that are within close distance to me. So whatever I get is what I get. But this is my hope and prayer. All right. Then we're going to look at my money thoughts. Now, how can I increase our income? Stepping outside of my comfort zone. I should have put stepping here. That's what I meant. So stepping outside of my comfort zone. Okay. And our affirmations. I attract prosperity. I am happy being me. Increase of money comes to me. And I am a good steward. So our priority goal is to make sure that we fund the $20,000 emergency fund. Okay. Step by step, dollar by dollar. Robinhood, $1,000, and of course 2 shares each. So we made this a measurable goal because we know that we might not get to 2 shares each by the end of the year, but we can certainly reach $1,000 in there. So setting goals keeps momentum up. Okay, so that's it. Now I'm going to pull you back up, And we're going to take a quick look at the other paycheck budgets, just in case you're interested. I didn't fill out the cash envelope breakdown yet for all of them. But we have here the second paycheck for October. Numbers are the same. And it's going to be the same throughout. So, but I like to give it a little bit of decoration. This washi tape is a salmon, but it kind of flows with the October theme that I was going for. And again, the numbers are the same. The only thing that's going to change is when we get an increase in income and then we write in our actuals. So I like to plan out the paycheck budgets now for when I do the budget setup for the month, because it'll make it easier when it's time to sit down and finalize the paycheck budget. So that's what that looks like. Now, I'm really sorry. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see everything, but you might not get like the whole entire spread, but hopefully you get enough to see how I decorated it, because I really love it. We already know what our top priorities are, so that is the entire video. Again, I appreciate you guys for being here and rocking out with me. I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed and prosperous October. For most of the people who get paid bi-weekly and weekly, it's an extra paycheck month, hopefully. For most of us, if you're getting an extra paycheck, tell me what you're going to do with it. We basically split ours up so that we can exceed our goals, and that's $700 in emergency fund. So let us know what you're doing, and I hope to see you in my next video or chat with you in the comments. So please leave one down below, and remember to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Thank you so much for being here. Bye for now.